name is Steve and I'll be your tour guide today. And I'd just like to take a moment to introduce you to the rest of the crew. Up there in the wheelhouse we have Captain Mort at the helm, and our first officer is Antonio. As we start our tour of the harbour, I'd like to have your attention for a few safety announcements. Life jackets are located underneath the perimeter bench seating on both A deck, that's the deck you boarded on, and C deck, the uppermost deck of the vessel. Also up there on C deck, you'll find our life rafts. In the unlikely event of an emergency, we ask that you please follow the direction of the captain and crew, who are fully trained in marine emergency procedures. Smoking is not permitted anywhere in the interior of the ship and is only permitted up there on C deck, our uppermost deck, and you must be at least 6 meters, that's about 20 feet away from the doors. Feel free to visit the outside decks, but be aware that the ship's horn is quite loud and may sound at any time during the cruise. Please be careful when moving about the ship. Use the handrails when going up and down the stairs. Mind the sill at the base of some of the doorways, and please do not run on the decks or climb on any of the railings. Parents, please keep small children in view at all times, and for safety reasons, children are not permitted on the outside decks without adult supervision. Once again, the washrooms are located down on A deck, that's the deck you boarded the ship on. Also down on A deck, we do have a bar and concession with a variety of hot and cold beverages available for purchase, including beer and wine. As payment, we accept cash, debit, and credit cards. And just so you're aware, the entire ship is licensed for alcohol. Feel free to purchase a beverage down here and then take it back upstairs with you. If you have any concerns during the trip, please feel free to approach anyone of the onboard service staff, and we'll try our best to help. Thank you. The stern wheeler that you're aboard was built especially for harbour cruises at Allied shipyards in North Vancouver and was launched in July of 1983. You're aboard Vancouver's only authentic paddle wheeler. The paddle wheel on the stern of our ship is our only means of propulsion as we cruise around the harbour at a comfortable speed of 5 knots. That's about 10 kilometers or 8 miles per hour. The ship is named after the Canadian Constitution Act of 1982. That gave Canada full and final independence from the United Kingdom. The city of Vancouver is located in a temperate rainforest. We're 136 years old. And we were incorporated on April the 6th, 1886. However, records show the presence of indigenous people in this region as far back as 8,000 to 10,000 years ago. Traditionally, this area was occupied by the Coast Salish peoples, a group of indigenous bands and tribes that shared common languages. Europeans arrived in this part of the world in 1791 while searching for an entrance to the so-called Northwest Passage. The Spanish were the first to arrive, but it was British Captain George Vancouver who in 1792 made it here into the inner harbour. He named this place the Burrard Channel after his Navy friend Sir Harry Burrard. In 1858, the Fraser River Gold Rush brought around 30,000 American prospectors into the province, and fearing a U.S. takeover, the British established a colony of British Columbia. Currently traveling through the waters of Cole Harbour, once a popular spot among the Squamish people for fishing herring. It gained its name from the underwater coal deposits that were discovered here back in the 1850s. Despite the fact that the coal was unusable, a fellow named Captain George Richards named this place and also gave the name Coal Peninsula to what is now Stanley Park. Now we're coming into a part of the harbor